Hello there. My name's Derek. I'm the host of a YouTube channel. Today's topic is excitement, joy, and pleasing times. It's also possibly a time when Tuts is going to come in and say, "Okay, I'm good to go now," because he wants to type me, and of course, I'm totally down for him to type me, and record it and publish it. Hopefully, he's cool with me recording his typing session of me and me publishing it afterwards. I'll be curious to see what kind of questions he asks. And what kind of justifications he gives. That sounds fun. People that people rarely offer to type me. So let's talk a little bit though about the wonderful new technology I've discovered. Namely, that in the YouTube dashboard, they've now facilitated it so that I can make a clip from a live stream directly into a short, which is quite an advantage. So I could put, or click on any of these past live streams, figure out some part that I want to clip. And the cool thing is this, I'll show it to you when I'll go to one in here. Sometime on a Sunday morning. So obviously, if I had to watch a whole bunch of stuff to figure out what I want to clip, that's basically impossible. But it's not impossible. Why am I logged in as this? It's not impossible for me to, if I can scroll through the text of what's being said in a given live stream, then I can meaningfully consider making clips out of them. And I'll show you the interface here and what it does, because it's pretty cool. So if somebody else had clipped a clip here, it would show up in community clips. What would be nice if I could just convert community clips directly to shorts, but it won't let me do that. But what I can do is go here, create a video clip, and I still haven't gotten any suggested clips. I don't know why they don't suggest why that is, but okay. So I can scroll through this, see if I can find something worth clipping. Right now, during this live stream, should anybody be here, hi Popovich, and conclude that a certain thing should be clipped, then tell me, and I'm going to write down the timestamps now. I didn't, or put it on a notepad or something, because uh, now I can easily enough I'll be able to find easily enough the thing and clip it and turn it into a short without having to leave the YouTube app because the thing that prevented me from doing that before was that I'd have to like download or record the screen record the video, put it in an app down on my computer. It was just too much work. Let's see here. Got a phone call. Sorry. They were confirming Rachel's dentist appointment. This is the previous live stream, which lasted 4 hours and some. Obviously, there's a lot of. I'm surprised by how accurately the um the transcript of it records everything. Huh. There. Let's try this one. Right. Racism is bad in every incarnation of it. When people who are struggling to want to try to blame some boogeyman group for their struggles, they're just grasping for the hollow satisfaction of blame. But when you realize your entire life is a bunch of conditionings, affirmative action will obviously be unfair to most people, but that cannot be the reason for affirmative action. It's not. The reason to remove it is that it's discriminatory. We don't evaluate whether um, we don't evaluate. On I started it in the wrong spot. So this can be challenging, obviously, but if I had some idea going in what I was looking for, then it wouldn't be nearly so challenging. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's see what that sounds like. When you go to the park, go onto the swings. Everybody in the dark, everybody swings. When you go off to the library, what you do is read. They've got lots of books there for you, and you could go and be a reader at the library and a lifelong learner. Oh my God, where did that sea come from? Let's see about that. When you go to the park, go onto the swings. Everybody in the dark, everybody swings. When you go off to the library, what you do is read. They've got lots of books there for you, and you could go and be a reader at the library and a lifelong learner. Okay, needs to be. Okay, so I want to just get. No. Okay. This is a workable. Go to the park, go onto the swings. Everybody in the dark. Everybody go off to the library. Workable interface. They've got lots of books there for you, and you could go and be a reader at the library and a lifelong learner. Oh my God, where did that sea come from? Are we sure that's right? Does that sea really belong here right now, son? I think it does. So then we'll go back. Okay, so going to put that one public. And so then what happens, I know there's nobody here, but so then what happens is when you go to content, channel content, it shows up here first, and then it moves over into the shorts. And so I've made some shorts out of shorts that other people made before. And this is exciting because I can clip directly into shorts in that interface. But what I can't do is take shorts that other people clipped and convert them into shorts directly. I have to copy them essentially. Like I can look at a clip somebody made, and I can see what the time is, the time from the video, and then go to that video, make a clip myself of that time, and then that publishes as a short. This is news to me today, and it's kind of exciting news to me because it means that this is still empty because it's not my drink right now. This is my drink right now. I was able to put up a clip of "Don't Be Alarmed If You Hear This" tune. Yeah, using YouTube Studio. This is very much what I didn't know exactly that I wanted, which is to say, because I've long wanted to clip out highlights from the live streams. I've long wanted to clip out highlights from the live streams into shorts, but the challenge of that was always the same, which is like there's no way I'm going to find. It's going to be a bunch of work to find the spot where I want to clip, right? If I have to go through the whole video, if I don't know if there's anything in the video I want to clip, there's no way I'm going to be able to find stuff by watching through the whole thing. But with that interface, you see the transcript of the video. It's got, two different ways for you to identify where things are. A timeline with a little video thing, and it's got then the transcript. And if you highlight an area in the transcript, it goes to the timeline automatically, and then you can adjust it easily to make it the right length. And then when you clip it using that interface, it publishes it directly to a short. So that's pretty cool. This lets me make shorts on the computer with little effort compared to really any other ways of making shorts. Sure, it's easy to make shorts by just filming something real quick on the phone and then uploading it, but in some sense I already have infinite good shorts in live streams. I just have to clip them. So I think I'm gonna try to devote myself to this work for a bit. If I can, because I don't know how long it takes me to make one clip, but I can crank these out at regularly quick amount. I mean, pretty quick amount of time. Like when I was playing around with it, I found this clip of me talking about the first joke I ever laughed at. I've told that story or referred to that in many different streams, but it happened to be in this one, and I just went ahead and clipped it. The deer? What about the deer? You think I should clip the one that shows the deer? Have you also read you can leave yourself little bookmarks during a live that you can return to when lives are over? I did not know that. How do you do that? Let me get this live up. Yeah, it really is a big game changer. It just happened that I learned about this. I'm still processing the implications of it because this allows me to do work that could substantially benefit the channel, maybe even bring in money, um, in such a simple and efficient way that I get a bug up my ass. In other words, several Adderalls in me, and I could sit there and make clip after clip for a long time potentially. I do have a little bit of access to the assistance of the clippers here. Let's see. Acacia here is putting up the following clip. Okay, so let's go over what it would look like for me to turn this into a short. Let's walk through the process here. So I would say, first of all, watch the full video. 1:40:35 is where it's at. Um, Clips. So from community, we've already got what Acacia clipped, DeBussy and Friends. 1:40:18 to 1:40:40. I think I'm going to do it a little further along than 1:40:18 is the start. I don't know. It doesn't seem the suggested clips thing doesn't seem to work because I haven't gotten any suggested clips yet. But so to get to the right spot, I go down here. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. And then it automatically highlights the text. Guy. 1:40. Okay. All right. So I want to start it a little earlier than, a little later than I did have it started. Okay. See the cat. The other cat. And there goes the deer. Okay. Create draft. And that's how you make a clip. Deer breaks up cat fight. Hashtag cats. I think you leave hashtag live stream. Hashtag animals. This video shows a deer breaking up a cat fight that was happening down the hill in my yard. Okay, there you go. And there we go. And that's how quickly you can get a clip done. I think I'll get faster at using it at some point. You know, as I get a little more accustomed to it. So pretty neat tool, huh? Pretty neat. Hi, Simple Girl. It's the kind of, what is Dave Power's secret superpower? Obliviousness? I'm not sure if he has one. He might have a super unpower. You know, I think we are going to have to go to Boot Jack at some point, Rachel, to get cigarettes where I am. You don't have to go if you don't want to. I don't have. Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm just fucking around on the internet.
Sounds good.
I'll be right there.
Fine, there's no urgency. I've got like 5 or 6 cigarettes left. I don't really need to go to Boot Jack today per se, but if I'm going to be up fairly late, then I probably should. I don't want to go tomorrow morning to Boot Jack, only to come back here, and then we have to leave again to go to the dentist's office. So, I mean, sure, in total, it's the same amount of time driving distance. You still make one round trip to Boot Jack, but it doesn't count as 2 if it's not on the same day. I guess that's kind of my goal here. And I'm going to live stream for probably not a super long time, although I can do it while live streaming. It makes for not a very interesting live stream. But I think I'll try to cut a bunch of shorts, you know. It's not like I need to cut just perfect genius stuff. If I find something that seems good, like a complete idea, expressed well enough, then pop it out, you know. And occasionally I'll come across something It's better than that. Who in the MBTI community is the greatest villain? Well, I don't really think there is one. There are a lot of different people who are using their own approach, whether systemized or otherwise, to type people and or make typology content. They're all guilty of some degree of misinformation, um, more or less, and accordingly, I guess they're all equally bad. I mean, I would say Marty Glenn is a true villain, but he's not just a villain because of his content. He's villainous as a human being. I think that it's also the case that C.S. Joseph isn't engaging with people in a particularly healthy and helpful way, but I don't know. I, I don't get the sense that he's the kind of awful that Marty Glenn is. Marty Glenn claims to be an INFJ, is of course an ESFP, and super like dark triad. That's my opinion as an observer. I could be wrong about that. I don't want to slander the guy if I am wrong, but that's what I think. I don't accuse people of that very often. That guy, he's a real piece of work. I do accuse my cat of being a narcissist, but that doesn't mean I make the accusation often. He's earned it. OMG, it's cold as we. We are cold like jitterly. How's the weather where you guys are? Is it still raining in Los Angeles, Keisha? It's not at the moment raining. If I wanted to bust a move like somebody who busts moves, I would put more clothes on, warm clothes, and go see if I can deal with that gutter. What did Cameron say? Pulled it out successfully? Cameron said something about giving me a strategy for the rain gutter. It's rained the past few days. It rained at the USC game on Saturday. I see he pulled out a gritty win over a tough Iowa team. I was very pleased by that. The USC women's team did lose to South Carolina Saturday, but I kind of expected it. South Carolina is, they're ranked number 2 in the country. Could be ranked number 1. UConn's 1, but South Carolina is always in the Final Four, and they have a huge team. We got out rebounded so badly that we couldn't win that game. But our team is very. It's going to be dependent. The team's success is going to be dependent a lot on true freshman, number 1 recruit in the country, Jazzy Davidson. And yes.
When are you thinking about going? Because I forgot I have fruit basket with carrot.
I can go later. I don't have to go right now. When is Fruits Baskets?
Now she said she's
Yeah,
available.
go do that because I got like 5 or 6 cigarettes left.
Okay.
I can go anytime tonight.
And then I'll take over.
Okay, cool. With what Ninja Turtle do you mostly relate? I never watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I don't know which turtle I relate to. If you ask me which Smurf I relate to, well, it's not Handy Smurf, so not that handy. It could be Smurfette, maybe, except I'm not a girl. But I do have long, beautiful blonde hair. Maybe Papa Smurf, I guess? Brainy Smurf? You might say I'm like Brainy Smurf, but I'd rather be like Papa Smurf. What's interesting, as I've discussed before, is that the reality in the Smurfs is as follows. Gargamel's trying to get these things to put them in a cauldron. As a kid, until fairly recently, I always believed that the reason Gargamel and Azrael were trying to get the Smurfs was because they wanted to eat them. But according to official Smurf documentation, the reason Gargamel was trying to collect Smurfs and put them in a pot was because he was going to make them into the Philosopher's Stone. Does anybody recall them ever mentioning that in the cartoon? I don't recall that at all. And therefore, I'm going to continue to maintain that the reason he wanted to get those Smurfs in the pot was to eat them. So how do you bookmark things? How do you bookmark things? Well, I'm not caught up to current time, I see. Over what it would look like for me to turn this into a short. Let's walk through the process here. Is save? So I would say, first of all, watch the book. Is that what it is? It's save? And save would be for. So I'm going to try to. I guess I'll just clip this, my explanation about Gargamel and eating the Smurfs. We'll see how it goes. Where's the keyboard? Starting here. Let's see. 13? What? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's see what your clip is here. That's a good one to clip maybe. I'll listen to it in a second. I want to try to get my explanation about Gargamel, and how Gargamel did not want to eat the Smurfs. What was Hitler's enneagram? I have no idea. 3 probably was up high. I guess I do have an idea. 3. He seems like into the trappings of success. According to official Smurf documentation, the reason because they wanted to eat things. But according to official Smurf documentation, the reason Gargamel was trying to touch Smurfs and get these things to put them in a cauldron. As a kid, until fairly recently, I always believed that the reason Gargamel and Azrael were trying to get Smurfs was because they wanted to eat things. But according to official Smurf documentation, the reason Gargamel was trying to touch Smurfs and put them in a pot was because he was going to make here we go. Gargamel was trying to get these things to put them in a cauldron. As a kid, until fairly recently, I always believed that the reason Gargamel and Azrael were trying to get Smurfs was because they wanted to eat things. But according to official Smurf documentation, the reason Gargamel was trying to touch Smurfs and put them in a pot was because he was going to mix them into the Philosopher's Stone. Gargamel there, perfect. Put them in a cauldron. As a kid, until fairly recently, I always believed. Title this. This won't be a short. This will be a clip, but I'll be able to easily replicate it in the clip thing. I want to know about how to use this bookmark thing. Why? Why Gargamel tried to collect Smurfs? Why Gargamel tried to get Smurfs? How do you spell Gargamel? That's not how you spell Gargamel? Let me see how you spell Gargamel. Gargamel trying to get these things to put them in a cauldron. As a kid, until fairly recently, I always believed that the reason Gargamel. Yeah, that's Gargamel. Okay, I spelled it right. Is because they wanted to eat things. The reason Gargamel. All right, cool. So that's fine with that. Now the thing is, can times be joyful without excitement, or exciting without joy? Yes. I guess. Exciting without joy, I'm not sure. It can be joyful without excitement. Yes, you hear an echo because your ears are broken. Deal with it. Pang song. No book gets get because he's the most reliable guy in town. That's a pretty good freestyle. Thanks for clipping it, Acacia. You're a real winner in the land of YouTube. Swimming is exciting and brings joy. Swimming's not exciting. Nobody's ever been excited to go swimming. Except little children, maybe. Swimming just sounds like needlessly getting wet and having to dry off again. Azrael, yeah. Azrael definitely wanted to eat them, though, right? Somebody wanted to eat them. If not, I'll eat them. They're blue, they talk, they have a little village, the bones are crunchy good. Throw a bunch of Smurfs in the pot and have yourself some food. Thanks to overhunting, Smurf populations are dramatically dropping. I mean, I'm assuming that Smurfette takes turns sleeping with each of them to make sure everybody's happy. If you're in a species where there's only, there's plenty of species where one male has a herd of cows and that one male humps all the cows, right? Well, this is like opposite in Smurfs. One female humps all the bulls. Where did she come from? I guess occasionally, like 1 out of every 30 babies a Smurf gives is a female, and then that Smurf gets shipped up to a different Smurf village, so there's no incest. And then that village now has a Smurfette. Sometimes they might have 2 Smurfettes. If it's a huge village, maybe 3. I'm guessing that's how Smurf reproduction happens. Why do you think they made it? Why? Why do you think the guy who came up with the Smurfs decided to have all the Smurfs be guys except for one? Why? Doesn't that seem strange? What's he going for there? And do they grow the mushrooms they use as houses, or do they just exploit existing mushrooms? Because really, there aren't a lot of mushrooms in the world that are so big as to be a Smurf's house. And additionally, even if you found such a mushroom, your house would be semi-permanent at best. Mushroom would get all soggy and saggy and or dry, too dry, you know. So I'm thinking basically they're making it out of wood, but they're making it in the shape of a mushroom. Hello, 6123Z. What is up, Eric, you ask? Everything, nothing, and all between. How big are Smurfs? I'd say Smurfs are the same size as Tiffany, you know. A Smurf's about this big. So if you think about it, if you want to have a house made out of a mushroom, it's going to have to be a big ass mushroom. They're this big. This is how big a Smurf is. Is the ENFJ you mentioned still active? Rupert, I think his name is. I wouldn't mind talking with him about my type. I have no recollection of this. I'm sure it happened, but I don't remember. I don't even know who you're talking about. Does my name not show up as Z999? No, it doesn't. YouTube did something to make everybody's names be, I guess, unique. Rupert? Do you think his name's Rupert? Oh, you're talking about Ruben. Ruben's here. He's around. He's not here right now, but he's around. And he might be willing to talk to you. Rupert, though, I think I'm going to start calling him Rupert now. I don't want to live in a mushroom. I'm not saying you should live in a mushroom. Oh, what were you talking about mushroom house for, then? We were talking about the Smurfs. The Smurf? What is that? They're these little blue guys. They live in a community with each of them is dedicated to a certain thing. What am I dedicated to? You're dedicated to almond milk. Almond milk. Do you have any almond milk? I don't have any almond milk at the moment. Sorry. I was typed either ENFJ, ESTP if you remember, haha, I was meant to talk with them. I should be able to distinguish between ENFJ and ESTP by using an SI test, which an ESTP should demonstrate perfectly good SI detail capacity to speak SI details, whereas an ENFJ should not be able to do that or won't do that. I should also be able to tell the difference between TI tool and 4, but that's a little bit more of a tricky question. We were all Smurfs in our past lives. My typing session was like a month ago, so it'd be pretty hard to remember. Huh, I'm surprised I couldn't distinguish between those two. If you had said, uh, like ENTP, INTP, okay, I get why I would have trouble distinguishing between those two. Because FI8 Um, SE8, F57, SE7. Those are two things I can't clearly distinguish between. That's tough. But because I don't have a good polar test for either of them. But I should have been able to distinguish U, ENFJ versus ESTP. Yeah, I don't upload. Probably, I'd say a majority. I'd say definitely a majority of the typing sessions, they don't want me to upload. And it's up to them, of course. So let me go over here to content again. I'm going to go to live. I'm going to go around down here and I'm going to pick some kind of random live stream. Why do I have 4 in a row that were limited? It's like, who knows what it decides to make limited ads because it's got inappropriate stuff or whatever. There's the dude. Who's the dude? Me? Hi, witness. I used to go by Z999 from England. I don't think I was too active. Fair enough. Okay. Now I'm going to be able to do this while we're in the chat. And that's totally fine. It is private. It's up to the client. All right, so I just picked this 2 hour and 33-minute live stream randomly. I'm going to see if I can find something that looks like worth clipping out of it. Let's see what this is. How to overcome fear for the dentist. I mean, I'm not afraid of the process of going to the dentist, so I don't know. I don't really have. How about this? Experiencing the poignancy of life is just part of being a fully realized person to some extent. You know, you got to engage. It's like that speech by Jimmy V, where he says, "You think a little, you laugh a little, you cry a little. That's a heck of a day. That's a full day." This is a nice short little clip. Let's see. Experiencing the poignancy of life is just part of being a fully realized person to some extent, you know? You gotta engage. It's like that speech by, what's his name? Sorry, there. Okay, right. So I don't, that's good. I don't have to, I just gotta get used to this tool and how it works. It's just part of being a fully realized person to some extent, you know? You gotta engage. It's like that speech by, what's his name? Uh, Jimmy V, where he says, "You think a little, you laugh a little, you cry a little. That's a heck of a day. It's a full day." That's a pretty good clip. How to have a full day, I'll title it. Maybe for the short term, says Ananova. put here poignancy. Poignant. Okay. I could put in the description something like whatever, but oops. Alright, just next. Yeah, on. This isn't a great clip, but it's one complete idea, you know? And any short that has one complete idea that says something has the potential to get some views, you know? Next, public, publish. There, I got another clip done. Just like that. So easy. Go to channel content, do it again, you know? Let me get my glasses on. It's easier to deal with my phone with my glasses on. Velveeta and Kraft cheese slices are not good for grilled cheese sandwiches. They're not, huh? Well, I mean, I would agree that you want to use a real cheese ideally. Maybe grate some cheddar and then it'll melt okay. Mm, let's see. Go back a little bit. So many, so many of the streams are limited ads or age restricted. I mean, the majority aren't, but a large amount of them are. Let's see about this one. I just picked one called "If You Can Read This Title." I changed the oil in the rear differential for the first time. I don't change my own oil, but I I have before, but it was a long time ago. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll down here and see what I see that looks interesting maybe. Are you a man or a woman, Putty Cat? Putty Cat does not appreciate your cisgender. Okay, you're cisgendering him. He's whatever gender he wants to be. Man, woman, Nartar. Nartar is a third gender. A Nartar uses its ears to reproduce. Well, I was saying to Rachel in the car yesterday that I think, for me anyway, polar FI is easier to understand, easier to point to examples of how it fails you than TE polar, which is a little less obvious. bit of a blocker bet, as they say. Why do I need to put? Oh, it's from playing poker. Um, what does this part here say? There's a difference between just like having a bad memory and always prioritizing what's relevant. So they may have access to irrelevancies, but they're not going to prioritize them attentionally. Which means even if you ask them questions about things that might elicit detailed responses, unless you expressly ask for the details, they won't recount them to you. It's not that they can't, it's that they don't, and they consistently don't. That's a good one. There's a difference between like just having it start there. That's convenient that it does that. There's a difference between like start here instead. There. There's a difference between like just having a bad memory and always prioritizing the relevant. So they may have access to irrelevancies, but they're not going to prioritize them intentionally. Which means even if you ask them questions about things that might elicit detailed responses, unless you expressly ask for the details, they won't recount them to you. See what I'm saying? And there. Good. Perfect. Create draft. How INFJ, ENFJ, ENTJ, INTJ express details. I'll title it that. That's a pretty good title. I'll even put something in the description. This video is about the inclusion of specifics when answering questions and what and how those with weak introverted sensing are likely to do what? Are likely to answer such questions. Period. There. Now we're done with that. We're going to push next. See what's going on here. This is a really awful live stream. Yes, I understand the day witness. In fact, I was thinking I might end the stream pretty quick here and just focus on this work because I'm kind of motivated to do it. But I also figured if the chat started getting a little more active, then I might. Yeah, I don't know what type Tina Fey is. I just don't know. But in general, I don't feel confident about typing celebrities. It seems like I need focus. Well, I mean, I can focus just fine while live streaming. It's just not going to be very entertaining, and I'm not going to be talking the whole time or whatever. And there's no time pressure for me doing this. It's just that I just discovered this tool in the YouTube Studio that allows me to clip out shorts, not clips, from any live stream in app, which is pretty huge because I've long wanted to be able to highlight clips myself in a way that doesn't involve me doing the work that I would have had to do without this tool, which is to say, bring down some chunk of the video anyway that I want to make a short out of, and then edit, then convert it into the kind of file that I can edit in my video editing software, then edit it in there, then save it as a 9x16, and then send it to my phone so I can upload it as a short. Would have had to do all that. Now I can do it in app here. So that's pretty big. Has Tina Fey visited here before? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Cillian Murphy? Don't even know who Cillian Murphy is. Because I do think that if I could do a good job of finding good clips to clip, then I can substantially increase the success of the channel by providing people what people want, which is, I don't want to watch a long live stream where someone says good things periodically or makes funny jokes periodically. I just want to get the good parts. Perfectly sensible position to have, you know. The automatic lighter on this doesn't work anymore. It's frustrating. I have to use a cigarette lighter to light the torch. Is Dave from Flow State? That's Taylor. Taylor from Flow State is really an ESTP, yes. I am very convinced of that. One of your lives has you hammering on me a bit. I was laughing. You were so funny. Well, if you can remember which live it was and approximately what time, maybe I'll go clip it, you know? If anybody's got, I mean, I'm looking for anything good, right? Anything that has NI pop to it, where I'm able to either make a good joke or express a concept clearly in a concise amount of time. You thought it was a short? You'll have to tell me what the title of it is. I don't remember making a short hammering on you, but maybe I did. It may have been one of the auto-generated highlights. First joke I ever laughed at. So I cut earlier using this tool. I cut method acting and introverted thinking. First joke I ever laughed at. Don't try to get stuff done on mushrooms. Don't be alarmed if you hear this tune. Koalas have American accents. This is one that I cut by Acacia, I think, cut it originally. They called plate tectonics pseudoscience. Does a C belong here? This is another song. Deer breaks up cat fight. How to have a full day. And how INFJ, ENFJ, ENTJ, INTJ express details. So, that's a lot of stuff done in a fairly short amount of time. If I were making the shorts in any other way, it would be a lot longer. Dear kind sir, what is this channel about? Is it about shed life? You linked your video how to make each type mad? Is it a video or a stream? It would be good to cut into shorts. I'm not sure the clips thing works on videos, but let me see. How to make each type mad. Somebody commented on this video earlier, I think. Wait, is that what it's called? Can you link it? Because I don't see it actually. Oh, you did link it. Hi friends, my name is host Eric. I'm the host of Talking to Fancy Wolf. And the professional typologist of great renown. Today I thought. Alright, so let's see if you can, in fact. It does have clips. You can clip it. Yeah, you can clip that. That's interesting. You can do it with long form videos too. I could clip each of them how to make meow mad, meow mad. Let's see. Okay. This actually looks hard to clip a little bit. Gotta find the right spot here. Okay, I wish there was punctuation in the transcript. That would make it easier. Okay. Here it is. Let's look at the FE types. ESFJ. They have TE in the 8 slot. All the FE types do. ESFJ to ENFJ. You don't need to include in particular to explain things. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, I didn't. Oh, God darn it. Let's look at the FE types. Confirm new selection. Everything. Let's look at the FE types. ESF. Start here. Let's look at the FE types. ESFJ. They have TE in the 8 slot, the FE types do. ESFJ, TE, NI. So you're doing it wrong because your experience isn't relevant here. Okay? You need to pay attention to this universal thing that is contradictory to your experience. There's some singular factor that's going to make your whole big plan here fall apart, you're not accounted for, stuff like that. For ENFJ, it's you're doing it wrong because you need experience, or you're not including particulars enough. They're not going to like that. They want the sense that you don't need to include any particulars to explain things. You know, the Eckhart Tolle Oprah way. Well, that's fine, I guess. We've got 2 types, that's fine. Great draft. How to make ESFJs and ENFJs mad. That's the title of this one. How to make ENFJs and ESFJs mad. That seems fine. Next. 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 Public. Publish. Publish. Well, well, well. So easy, so good, so true and just, so fine and wonderful indeed. I feel like I have unlocked a whole new realm of YouTube. I could do work now just by clipping parts from existing videos, and I can do it efficiently enough that I can see myself actually getting a ton of shorts cut, you know? If I could do that, you know, some shorts get a lot of views and some shorts don't, and so forth, but I can't think of any way that I had prior to discovering this today for me to successfully publish a ton of videos that aren't. It's good for you. Thanks. I suspect, says Puttycat, that I am ISTJ or ESTJ. I also suspect you are ISTJ, Puttycat. I've suspected it for a long time. But of course, they're not typed you, so I don't know for sure. And the reason I suspect you're ISTJ rather than ESTJ has a lot to do, actually, with nothing with you, but that ESTJs, as my benefactor type, they don't think I have anything worth listening to offer. They're any third. If they want to hear somebody musing about whatever, they're going to listen to themselves. Where's Aura come from? Poland. Originally, she's from Poland. I think she's working and living in England, though, right now. I wonder why they decided to call it Poland. Who's Poe? You know, what's the Poe all about? How to make each type feel good. That's not as exciting as how to make each type feel bad. The bias correctness and TI blind spot has gotten 9 comments and 13 likes and 137 views. That's pretty good. That's a long form video, but I suspect I'll be more likely to want to clip out because I can kind of, you know, he expresses a lot of TJ perspectives and STJ perspectives, and I don't, and like I said, I don't think ESTJ because I don't think ESTJs would hang around this channel really. That's not determinate or anything, but it's just my random thoughts, you know. Could be totally wrong. eternal fainting and other explanations. Let's see if I can clip this. Let's shout out to all my ESTJ peeps. Shout out to all the ESTJs as well from me. I'm not saying they shouldn't be around here. It's just that they aren't. Why don't you make a short of you guys cheering when the Dodgers win the long OT game? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. No, I didn't end up telling the story. Okay. Let's see what this one sounds like. Anyway, the husband of this. Start here. The husband of this lady who killed her, he interfered with the doctor's ability to do like an autopsy or examine the body after the death. He was like, no, don't, you stay away from her, don't touch her, you know. And so the doctor, without any being able to really examine her, said, well, I guess she died of eternal fainting. Which the term came up with for a woman who like such a bad period that they died. It's a pretty good one, right? It's turning into a very insensitive live. What are you being insensitive about? Eric, is my daughter, potentially daughter, mother, dad, good guy? I have no idea what that means. How about you and Rich taking you to see the sequoias? They're a little ways away from us, actually. Not super far, but I've caught the drama on what should have been a pleasant mushroom evening. Sorry that all happened. I thought it was a pleasant mushroom evening, was it not? Which Eric is clipping highlights from his channel with a new feature. Can you think of any clippable moments that might tempt the INFP community? This is turning into a very insensitive live. I'm sorry. Ugh. I haven't kept well enough to think of any key moments lately, but I've been watching the clips that have been coming up. Eric should clip the live when he put Vaseline in his hairs. Eric, can you read my last comment, please? I think I did, didn't I? What is this one about again? What was I? Oh yeah, I remember. Eternal fainting. Old time diagnosis. Okay. Next. On. Next. Submit. Next. 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 Public. Publish. Publish. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna probably get a lot of these things done because it allows you to scroll through the transcript text rather than having to watch the thing to see where things is, where things are. The drama of Tuts being intentionally difficult, which led to some good new content, but it was irksome. Yeah, I never really think about, or rarely, I should think about it more often, about how I might be arguing with some one person in the chat and think like this is fine because I'm offering plenty of finger wags and corrections. But I need to think more about how other people, whether other people want to have that kind of conflict around, you know. Sometimes I'm more calm than others. Mild Saturday. Three kinds of good life? Oh, that one's about 2 hour stream. A little more manageable to cut stuff from. I did see some of the comments here and there and left a comment on the ESFP video explaining my earlier statement of cognitive dissonance. Yeah. Where's Anthony from some of your Type Police videos now? I have no idea. It has this suggested clips feature, but so far it has not generated any suggested clips for me. I hope they're just in beta, not quite working yet, but this looks like a pretty good one. All right, here. So start here. Okay. Right. Oh, god damn it. There. Now let's see. I read this article this morning when I was attending to the car repair errand, and the article talks about three different kinds of good luck. Start here. Okay, this article talks about three different kinds of good life. One, a happy life. Two, a meaningful life. And three, a psychologically rich life. Rachel says she wants a fun life. I also want a fun life. Unfortunately, I have a little bit more psychological richness in me than I would ideally dream of having. It seems like it's too long. The psychological richness is the same thing as like wisdom, right? Like you fucked up, you learned something from it. You have very, very interesting experiences, and you experience strong feelings of poignant moments, etc. All of that leads to a psychologically rich life. You know, having various people in your life that are varying degrees of difficult may lead to a psychologically rich life, but it's and here. Right there. That's fine. Happy fun. Three kinds of life. Which do you want? This is amazing, this tool. It's such a game changer for me. I think the critical thing that makes it all work is that you get a transcript to help you follow along with, to help you to pick things. If I had to watch things to determine what to pick, it would take way too long. All right, let's see what's going on in the old chat over. I'm not avoiding you. I'm doing something in between addressing things in the chat, right? Let a little chat build up. Then go over the chat stuff. So, cognitive dissonance. I'll be curious to see if it elicits further response. What is cognitive dissonance? I've heard about that, but I don't know much about it. The existence of dissonance being psychologically uncomfortable will motivate the person to try to reduce the dissonance and achieve consonance. When dissonance is present, in addition, it's trying to reduce it. The person will actively avoid situations and information which would likely increase the dissonance. Another way of saying it is cognitive dissonance is when there is a complete difference between experienced evidence and versus held beliefs. My goodness, I leave and come back and you're still avoiding us. We can't see what you're doing though. It makes no sense to us. I could show the TV screen. I will do that when I'm doing the editing from now on, okay? The thing about cognitive dissonance, though, in part, I guess it's a valuification of some TI frames. It says, there's contradiction here, that should cause you distress. Contradiction doesn't necessarily cause somebody distress. However, if you are undermining the solidity of what they think and believe what they already believe, then you might cause some kind of dissonance between what they currently believe and how it plays with other people. In general, though, I don't think that people are going to just encounter evidence in the world that they and it contradicts what they believe already. I don't think that's going to bother them if they're TI polar, usually. I don't know. I guess the way you guys are explaining it, it makes more sense. I've always understood it as if there's a contradiction, then the person will experience distress. But I think that specific explication of it is really only true of some types. Walt Whitman's famous quote, classic TI polar quote, "Do I contradict myself? So I contradict myself. I am large, I contain multitudes." Cog dissonance hits hard and lingers if we don't have God's word in our heart. I'm pretty sure cognitive dissonance has nothing to do with God's word. Does God change the word periodically? Today's word is platypus. All right, here you go, a witness. You're going to get to see what I'm doing. And keep in mind, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm down, diddly down. Love is down away. So I guess so which was the video you were talking about, um, Dulles, as be like there? I'm sorry, there was conflict or whatever, but I was like, but it made for some good content. Which video was that? Was it Mushroom Madness, Bias versus Wrong? We're almost asleep. Are you talking about a long form video? Like, um, Bias Correctness and TI Blind Spot, which is also called How to Tell an ESFP, I guess. Okay, well, I'm going to do it from How to Spot from just 18 hours ago. That's been a short, I guess. Okay, How to Spot an ESFP. I think it must be this one. It's got an A/B test. Yeah, How to Spot ESFP. I could clip a short from this, but I don't know. I just made this one, so I don't know. I'm done here. I don't know what took you today, but you are in your own little world, Lol. Good night. I mean, I'm reading the chat and responding to it, but I am doing something else concurrently. It's true. I'll admit that that may make the live stream experience less what you'd like it to be, and that's fair. I think there's something good in this one, though. Should clip from this. This is so horribly awful. All right, well, you better hurry along then. I wouldn't want you to endure any more of this horrible awfulness than necessary. Let's see. What are we going to find here? Mushrooms are kicking in, huh? Um, let's see. Hmm. Let's see here, but can we time emotions by seconds? Sure. Perfect. Let's see what it sounds like.
Emotions by second. Sure. Like you are unlikely to.
Too slow.
Well, for example, let's say I'm laughing at this joke that I find extremely funny. Like every day when I watch a YouTube video, it was explaining like this Garden of Eden narrative or something like that. And he said how at the end of after one of them had eaten fruit and God came and said, "You're punished," and he said to Eve, "You're punished to know pain and childbirth," and to Adam said, "You and all men are punished to toil and struggle all of your life and then grow old and die." It was quite hilarious. And I just think that's just funny cigarette. I laughed for quite a long time chuckling about it. In other words, my emotion was delighted. But it had a finite span, right? And if somebody's been telling me, you could do a pretty good job of guessing how long that time was by how long I was chuckling about it.
Confirm new selection. Let's try this one instead.
Coaching is a way of forcing you to only.
Hey, witness, I guess you didn't hear what I was saying. You shouldn't be someplace that's causing you to get upset, you know? You don't like this. So, why don't you leave? What I'm doing is creating shorts from my live streams. My live streams get very poor traffic. I don't get a lot of views. But my shorts have the opportunity to get a lot of views. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not mesmerized by my own voice. I'm doing work. No, I'm not shrooming.
Top frame level. First, you think about the most important stuff that has the most impact around. Also, because you can't really understand anything underneath that except as how it's going to impact under that framework, right?
I think I could start this here, maybe.
And also, the other people think about coaching rather than teaching.
Start here. Oh, no. Actually, start here. There. Now try it.
The other people think about coaching rather than teaching is that you're fully accountable.
This looks like a nice microphone behind you. Is it high end? Not super high end. It was like a $200 microphone.
Yeah, somebody got good parents, like classic parents, people around and stuff. But regardless, everybody's invested emotionally in winning. And I'm like teaching. If you do a terrible job, there's no accountability at all because only certain people, certain classes are invested in actually learning things, including me. Like I have a limited amount of satisfaction in. Well, before you did badly on this test, you didn't understand it. Now you did well on the test because you do understand it. That's limited satisfaction, but when winning and losing is on the line, you go to turn with a bunch of kids, a big team, and they all suck ass and do terribly. Obviously, you're not gonna have a big team for long.
That's fine. It's not a great one, but it's fine. Call it why coaching is better than teaching. No apostrophe in coaching. Oh no, there's an apostrophe. Why coaching is better than teaching. I could put why coaching is better than teaching, and I don't have to worry about the apostrophe. Next, on, done. Next, I didn't know I was going to be doing all this while I was streaming. I thought, okay, well, now I know how to do this. I start streaming. Maybe this stream will generate something, but I find myself doing it anyway. I could schedule something for later too, you know. If I feel like, okay, I'm in a put a handle on this shit mood. I could publish them days, months in advance, and make sure that I've got a couple of shorts publishing every day or something. These ones I just publish them as I go, and it's fine too. But that's pretty exciting stuff. How to have a full day. Already has a comment on it. Let's see what it says. Can a full day include a full stomach? Yes, Putty Cat, it can. Okay. Looking good in the neighborhood. Looking bad like Jerdity Jad. All right. All right, well, that's enough of that for right now. We'll do more of that later. Hawaiian Piff, hello. You did catch me live. It feels as if nothing ever happened, like it was a jarring dream. My groggy voice tells you I'm on something. Okay, well, I don't know what you think I'm on, but you're just being provocative all the time, a witness. You don't need to ask about my financials. It's rude. I don't know if there are any viable excerpts from the Feelings Wheel live stream. There might be. I'm sure there must be something viable. It's like all I'm looking for is any instance where I express a single concept in full, concisely, well, hopefully without too many pauses and stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. Shall we go outside for a cigarette? It seems like A Witness is kind of losing hold of his facade of earnestness, you know. He's just getting kind of openly and brazenly provocative, even though it might give away the fact that he's just a troll or something. So I don't know if he is or not, but it doesn't even matter why he's being just mindlessly provocative. At some point, he's going to get himself hidden if he continues. It was my first crown in January, will be a second. The dentist is now gung ho to see how many he can do, maybe before he retires. Yeah, and it's not as if you can see you're an older fellow. That's what happens to your voice as you age. You could do voiceovers for movies. I mean, my voice varies in its timbre, cadence, not cadence, but timbre and pitch. Sometimes my voice, if it's more well rested, I have less kind of grittiness to the voice. So I do have range of how my voice expresses depending on particular risk factors. No, I think you're coming down from something. No, I got a shit ton of sleep last night, and I woke up maybe an hour or two before streaming. It was sometime after noon. What time is it now? 5:35. If you really are like this in real life, a witness, then there's not any mystery as to why your coworkers are talking shit. People generally don't want your unsolicited advice and concern, and especially so when they've already indicated that and you ignore the boundary they've made clear. It's going to cause you a lot of difficulties in life because it's just fundamentally not being a team player. In other words, not affording others the respect that you're afforded. Sounds like my kind of dentist. The good ones are keepers. There are some less ethical ones out there. Well, I'm going to have to. I'm not looking forward to doing this. I have to call the old dentist and demand some money back from him because I had a crown put on this tooth predicated on the idea that we were going to do his plan for the implants. And then he fired me as a client. That's his prerogative. But now they're going to pull that tooth out. I spent that money for nothing. But I spent it predicated on our agreement. I didn't break anything in the agreement. I didn't mislead him in any way. 5:35 and it's dark outside. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. So I'll just sing and I'll just ding. But nowhere here can I say bing. I mean, I kind of like the first 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of the lyrics. It's a little cliche, but at least it makes some sense, I guess, compared to your made up words. It is cold out here. I can't even smoke a whole cigarette out here. It's so cold. I should have brought my hat. Maybe I don't need to go to Boot Jack today. Brr. Yeah, well, my understanding of his reasoning that he did not say is that, like, when he pulled out the infected one, that was at no charge, I guess. A dentist can't very well put something in that doesn't work and then charge again to pull it out, right? And I think he envisioned that this was going to be too much dentistry potentially, and he would end up not profiting adequately from it. It's 40 degrees outside. Name that song? I name it 5:35. I got money, I usually got to the party, and I got loose. Doo doo dunk. I don't know that song either. Usually they give you antibiotics before they pull the tooth, otherwise you could die. Well, they'll be giving me antibiotics Um, for after I leave the dentist office, I'll be taking those. But I have had teeth pulled before plenty and never gotten antibiotics and never had a problem. My problem, the thing that got infected was the screw for the implant. It's 31 degrees where Hawaiian Pip is, New Hampshire. I would have thought you were in Hawaii. I got money, I got juice, I got to the party, and I got loose. Do do dunk. I do not know the song, I'm sorry. I only ever had one that was sketchy. He managed to brush my upper, you know what, each time I visit. Your upper face, your upper forehead. Finally, I mentioned this to a friend who said he did that to her also. Yeah, he didn't want to do the work, even though he was charging me a bit of a premium too. I'm getting it cheaper where I'm getting it done now. Beastie Boys, huh? I know that song. License to Ill. That's an album I never had. I had Ill Communication. I had what's the one before Ill Communication? Are you going to sub locally? What do you mean sub? Oh yeah, substitute teach. Yeah, I plan to sub here in Mariposa. And but if I don't get enough work here, then I could also apply at Oakhurst School District, which is a little further of a drive, but not that much. But I'm still just processing this new tool here because it's such a significant thing. Like now, I feel like I have a real path to make make positive progress with the channel because it just perfectly suited to me and my approach to things. Since I'm making live streams that contain varying degrees of quality and kind of content, like there's plenty of bad parts of the live streams too. So in order to actually have make content that's of value in terms of consumability, I need to be able to clip stuff from live streams easily and quickly, publish them in shorts, and give myself a fighting chance. That's pretty cool. The only cassette you ever stole? Well, doesn't matter if it's the only cassette you ever stole, you're still going straight to HE Devil Hockey Sticks, where the devil lives. Why does he live there? Because God said you can't come back home, Lucifer. You're going to have to hang out in Firetown, aka the bubbling cauldrons of hell. You can rule over a witness for his theft. Don't go stealing waterfalls. That's what they said. Pull it out. Stick it in. The teeth is gonna move you when you pop it in your chin. Juicy fruit is gonna move you. It chews so soft that it gets right to you. What's wrong with the drums? There they are. Well, once upon a time, a long time ago. Boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, ba, boom, bam, boom, 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 bam. Here we go. That's a pretty good idea right there. I like it. God damn it. Try it again. Okay. Not too bad. What about with this sound though? Not a good sound. Not quite loud enough. Yeah, that's fine. Good enough for that. Now let's play a different drum beat. That one I already had recorded, the drum beat. I'll make a new drum beat here. Let's see. Style. Piano Ballad, Love Song, 68 Modern, 68 Slow Rock. That's 6/8. You know, I don't want to play in 6/8. 16 beat ballad. Here's Euro Trance. I do like this drum beat. I think I like the other one a little bit better though. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay. We'll record that one. Say what? Say who? Wakata. Wakarimashita. Say what? Say who? And how do you think you do? I say what? I say who? Yakata. Wakarimashita. Say what? Say who? Shimasu. Arigato, arigato, arigato gozaimasu. Arigato, arigato, arigato gozaimasu. Boop, ba, boop, ba, boop, 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 ba, ba, boop, ba, boop, boop, ba, ba, boop, ba, 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 boop, ba, 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 boop, ba, ba, boop, ba, da, 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 ba, doop, ba, ba, pa, pa, boop, pa, pa, biggity, giddy, ga, ga, goo. We'll give this about a minute, and then we'll stop it, and then we'll loop it, then we'll go, well, bump up a pin it, and then we'll say the now. Niggity na na and a niggity new. What do you think, and what do you do? Where do you put your soup and your stew? I don't care anyway. What? Who? How, why, and there. What? Who, how, hi, there. Why, we're, woo, whom. What do you want to do outside of this room? Let's go. We're going to dance with our feet and we're going to dance with the arms. Let's go. We're going to dance with our bodies and we're going to dance with the charms. Let's go. Now we're at 2 minutes. We can stop it pretty soon. And then so we're going to put the ending part. Okay. Good. Now we'll just put this. Let's see. How far between this and this? 0.557. Move it over here. Okay, we'll meout like that. We'll meout like this. We'll meout like that. We'll mute it like this. We'll meout like that. We'll copy it? No. We'll copy it? Yes. V. Copy V. Now we've got 20 minutes of that beat. Isn't that exciting? What some people call 20 minutes of heaven. Jazz guitar. I should be able to play better because I already know how to play the guitar. The overdrive guitar sound's not very good. What about distorted guitar? It doesn't sound very much like guitar. paste. This is better to use anyway. Get the base. We had a pretty good day, Sam. tell me that you don't remember how the world began. Don't tell me you don't know where species come from. What are you, some kind of fan of non-religious explanations? I mean, instead religious ones. That's the only way it makes any sense. Now, son. Pretty high tempo. A little too high on the tempo. That's certainly a strange beat. Techno party. That's my favorite kind of party. Everybody was saying to me, it's 1933, and it's not time for you to dance. I said I'm not gonna dance. What gave you that impression, man? I'm just standing here, rocking to the beat. Well, you can't blame me for thinking you were gonna dance. Standing while the beat is playing. I don't blame you, I'm not saying that. I was just asking for a simple fact. I was hoping to learn how you thought I would dance, even though I'm not dancing. You said me, let's go dancing. I said I don't like dancing. I don't know what to do with my feet. You said, come on, it will be so fun. You'll discover dancing's for everyone. And then you will learn to move your feet. No, I'm serious. I don't wanna go dancing tonight. In fact, I don't want to go any night this week. Maybe after a vacation or two, I might feel inclined to dance with you. D minor, go to F like a G shiner. D minor, then we'll go down to A, B flat, and D minor, C, A, B flat, and C, F again. So the chord progression goes D minor, there, that's the whole loop right there. That's the whole loop right there, you see. What do you want and what do you be? Where would you see if you didn't know what would be bam, 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 bo? I don't know. I'm no expert on that. Yeah.
I just heard some movement on the side of the house where the bedroom is.
Go check it out.
Yeah. Because even Capilla looked at me like, what was that?
All right. Let's go save the day. After all I'm doing currently is history's most boring live stream.
No, I really love that you were playing.
I was just jamming out on the piano. It's satisfying to do, but it's obviously not very entertaining.
I thought it is.
What's going on over here? find out. Maybe I can turn the light on. Oh, it lets me turn the light on. There we go. Oh, I don't see anything over here yet. Could have been a branch or something. Let's look down here a bit. I don't see anything over here. I think that was Jared. I don't see anything going on in Housetown. We'll do the examination. What old song is that? What you guys up to? Yeah. A little chilly. We certainly had a lot of rain. I still don't see any sign of anything that would make noises. So I'm going to assume that we are fine as far as the meows go. All right. Obviously tonight I'm more in the mood to do stuff other than stream, because so far on the stream I've cut some shorts and I've played piano. I didn't even sing it with the piano. Okay, I'll come watch you eat. Yeah, I know I suck at the piano. You feel like I feel like you'd like the band Pavement. I like Pavement, yeah. A witness says, this is unreal, this is unreal. Well, look, I'm not always a great streamer. Sometimes I'm just indulging myself and I don't blame anybody for not wanting to watch it. Other times I do a better job, you know? Is it the case that probably I shouldn't have started streaming if I was just gonna cut shorts and fuck around with the piano? Yeah, that's probably the case. But that's not how it went down, you know? Oh, Mr. Kitty. What a silly boy. What a silly boy indeed. You are so kittyish to me. How'd you do for real? Do for real? How are you? I guess I need to make some food. I'm hungry. I don't have any food in my stomach today. I could eat that muffin maybe, but that's something a little more hearty than just a muffin. I think I'm gonna go for chicken fried steak meal by Banquet. See? 5.5 minutes. It's been 6 minutes for me because I'm not going to take it out and stir it and put it back in. That was the son of my butt. But yeah, I do like Pavement. I don't like all their stuff, but we've got a number of good songs. Several good albums. Shady Lane is one of their great songs. Play the guitar, huh? I suck at piano. I suck at it hard. That's what makes it so much fun. 'Cause I'm learning guard. Hey,
Hello, neighbor.
what's going on, dog?
I saw you out there. That's 1 second.
Yeah. You wanna come in?
Yes.
I'm currently live streaming.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to end the stream, actually.
Let's not do this. Okay.
So, I'll see you guys later. We didn't get much people here tonight anyway.